All June, the way you communicate your feelings is being tested by your own inhibitions, Taurus. You might feel a deep dive into your psyche is unwarranted, but the universe only demands what is necessary. And with two magnificent eclipses shaking up how you relate to others, the self-review is necessary indeed. Mid-month Mercury's retrograde through your third house threatens travel disruptions and written miscommunications. Regardless of the setbacks, you're intent on seeing a lesson in every triumph and every disappointment. It's a great month to lose yourself in studies or paperwork, anything that gives you a bit of break from engaging with others. You'll be rewarded for all your hard work before June comes to an end. You can sense the emotional undercurrents of the month as Jupiter quintiles Chiron on the 1st. The undertow of these currents triggers some deep-seated phobias, but any trauma that arises is ready to be reconciled. It's hard to reconcile a wound you can't see through, and the pain is indeed coming from your subconscious. What do you feel so guilty about, Taurus? As long as you're doing your best to nurse your psyche back to health, there's no reason to feel ashamed. Your career wisdom and professional expertise lend itself to a large-scale solution on the 2nd. While Pallas retrogrades through your 9th house of higher education and foreign lands, you're almost like a magnet for academic achievement and culture. Although the day-to-day might not be making much sense, you carry an innate structural understanding of topics others consider exotic. Understanding new ideas comes naturally, but communication that you've learned is another story altogether. To recharge, you might even have to abandon communication altogether for a while. Ferrying knowledge between worlds can leave you at a loss for words. From the 3rd onward, Vesta shines a sacred light on your relationships with siblings and neighbors. Misunderstandings could prove to be a source of frustration and doubt. Money drama requires your attention on the 5th, although it's likely the drama involves a spouse's income rather than your own. A full moon lunar eclipse flips a switch in your 8th house of sex, death, and taxes. Is it time to settle a debt? Conversely, it might be time to chat with someone who owes money to you. You're out to get what's yours, and so is everyone else it seems. You approach things with a powerful intensity right now. A boxed-in feeling could lead to a drastic makeover on the 10th. With Uranus in your house of self, there's no telling what the result will look like, but it is sure to be a surprise, to you and everyone else. Your sudden change of appearance and revival of your self-image might not sit well with some people. This doesn't bother you in particular though, you deserve a bit of change after spending so much time being who you were before. From the 18th through the next 3 weeks, you have a hard time communicating with others and working with electronics. You're not doing anything wrong. No, this is simply another Mercury retrograde, bringing with it the infamous distractions and issues. If you recently had a falling out with a sibling or a neighbor, now would be a great time to reconnect and bury the hatchet. The solar eclipse on the 21st could very well bring you just the opportunity you need to rehabilitate a relationship. Although you've struggled with communication all month, the emotional eclipse in your 3rd house promises the beginning of a new kind of communication, one that is more spiritual and telepathic in nature. Once you tap into this energy, mysterious alliances form out of the fog. These artistic and fantastic new faces help you weather the harsh reality of the 23rd. In most cases, you can deal with the real world better than any other sign, but it's nice to have friendly energy to turn to when long-standing bonds dissolve. When it comes down to it, sometimes we outgrow even our fondest companions. Often our paths, once one and the same, split and go separate directions. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, you can find a source of power and freedom in the death of a relationship. The conjunction between Jupiter and Pluto on the 30th energizes you to think bigger, better, and bolder. Who needs familiarity anyway? You're finding much more prosperity by stepping outside the lines. Improving and developing the mark you leave on the world will lead you to prosperous avenues this month. Generally speaking, June might not be your initial idea of fun. That's not to say it won't be exciting or fortuitous though. As long as you exercise a bit of flexibility, this month releases you from unnecessary shackles so you can step into July a free spirit. Thank you so much for watching. Please give us a thumb up if you liked the video. Subscribe our YouTube channel not to miss the next video horoscope. Visit our website GoToHoroscope.com where you can find actual horoscope for today. Download our apps from Google Play and App Store to have your daily horoscope always on hand.